You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love.
Never gets old. I'm singing already. From that song to Jukebox Hero to I Want to Know What Love Is. Where do I begin? Well, I will tell you, it is so easy to sing along. Of course, I'm talking about Foreigner, and guess what? They're coming back to the Bay Area. So is their bassist, of course, Jeff Pilson, who's back with us. Jeff, it's good to see you again.
Well, good to see you again. I am wonderful and anxious to get back.
Oh, I love it. Jeff, we were able to catch up, a year or so ago when you were out on tour again. This time, though, I want to get your thoughts. The Sound, Clearwater's new amphitheater. People are raving about it. Talk about the difference between, outside shows versus last time you were inside, of course, I believe, with Ruth Eckerd Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Does that have more of a vibe?
And yeah, there is something different about an outdoor show. I don't know if I could put it into exact words other than it's just with an outdoor show, I think people are kind of in a little bit more of a communal spirit for some reason. And when it's a great sounding amphitheater show, people are they're excited, and there's just this fun, almost like a family atmosphere about it that's kind of cool. Indoor shows are great. I love them. And especially like Ruth Eckerd sounds really good. So that's a nice sounding place. But the difference between the shows more has to do with, I think, the audience and how they're feeling. So we just kind of, we like to do whatever it takes to get the people up and moving. And that kind of works in both indoor and outdoor.
Oh, for sure. And, you and I, the last time we spoke, we were talking about how your music, Foreigner's music, you hear a first few notes, the first line, you know what the song is. And so many people, I've realized even around here talking to younger generations, may think, oh, I'm not sure if I know Foreigner. But then again, hearing some of those notes, that kind of goes into the crowd excitement that you were just talking about that I'm sure is going to be amped up at the Sound when you play.
Well, yeah, and see, that's the thing is the songs with Foreigner, it's the songs. And we have so many recognizable songs. I mean, 16 top 30 songs. That's a pretty remarkable thing for a band to have, which means doing our set list is cheating because it's so easy. We do. We find that younger people all the time tell us like, wow, I didn't know I'd know as many of your songs as I do. So that's kind of a cool little bonus perk there.
And of course, you talked about the longevity, the number of hits. I mean, 400 million YouTube views, Spotify approaching 2 million plays per week. I mean, the numbers go on and on, especially when it goes to classic rock. You say it's almost cheating playing the set list, but is it one of those points where you do have a favorite song, you do have a favorite part of the set list or show that you look forward to?
Not really. It's like, for me, the set is like one thing. It's almost like one continual song. So there's highlights, there's ups and downs, there's there's loud and soft, there's all that kind of thing. But I wouldn't say there's favorites just because there's so many. I mean, there's Waiting for a Girl Like You is one of my favorite all-time ballads.
Yeah.
And, then you've got, Feels Like the First Time, which is one of my favorite all-time big rock songs. So, there's just a lot of great moments in the set, but I wouldn't necessarily call them favorites. I would just say there's a lot of highlights.
Well, I got to tell you, Jeff, I looked forward to this conversation because I knew we were just going to kind of go back and forth and talk about this. You're just starting off with this tour now in Orlando, getting ready. Do you get any time to enjoy the Bay Area?
Not this time. We're kind of in and out, but we are gonna go to a studio that where we're gonna listen to the Foreigner 4 Atmos remix that's coming out in September.
Hey,
and actually we're going to a studio there in Tampa to listen to this. Lou Graham is going to come and listen to the Foreigner 4 Atmos mixes for the first time. So we're really excited about that. Yeah.
Well, that's a little good tidbit that we can remember when we're rocking out with you. March 15th, everybody, the BayCare Sound. Get your tickets now. Jeff, it's great to catch up with you again. Thanks for joining us.
So great being here, and looking forward to seeing everybody at the show.